Okay, hello everyone. It's me, Ice, and I'm back, and I have another reading, which I'm really, really excited for. This is a super positive one and uplifting. I wanted to do something different this week or for this reading. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be asking Spirit, what makes you special? To send out some positive vibes, some motivation, some love, some encouragement, and what's the word? Inspire self-love in people. So that's what we're going to be doing for this reading, and I am super duper excited for it. It should be fun. Disclaimers. The first one is remember that the way I read intuitively. First of all, I read the cards intuitively. So that just means that while the card might have a specific meaning, that's not to say that it won't apply, but I don't really read the cards solely based off of the meaning that they have. For instance, like when I pull the tarot, which I'm going to be using my little Prince tarot deck for this one. But so what I'm trying to say is, so tarot does have its meaning, but I read the cards intuitively. So whatever message come for that card, it might not always line up with what the actual meaning of the card is, or what people claim the meaning of the card is. Because remember that tarot reading is supposed to be somewhat subjective. You know, as a reader, I'm supposed to read the cards how I see them, not how other readers do it or what other readers' interpretation of it is. So. Also, energy is always changing. I am an empath, so I heavily look at the energies that are surrounding the reading or the card itself. Again, beyond just the meaning. That's where my intuition comes in. So, energy is always changing. So, what we see here today could be different tomorrow. It could be different in a week or in a few days or whatever. It's kind of like the same ideas. When your mind changes about something, your energy changes with it. So it moves and it fluctuates just as frequently. Another disclaimer is I want to encourage you to be a power player in your own life. If there's something that you see here that you don't like, you have the power to change it, and vice versa. If you see something that you do like, you can keep it the same. Fourthly, I just want to talk about intent really quick and intentions. So if you open this reading and usually it's subconscious, but sometimes it's not, and your intent is like, oh, this isn't real, like these messages aren't real, there's no way she can relate, and blah blah blah, or whatever the case may be, subconsciously that's what you're manifesting. So the messages probably won't resonate because you don't actually want them to. So with that being said, please come in with an open mind and positivity, please. Like I believe it or not, I feel that negativity and I don't like feeling like that. So please just be positive and try to, the mindset to have is positivity and love and just good vibes, y'all. Good vibes. That's what we're trying to keep here, good vibes. So yes, that also, it is important to use your intuition and your discernment when doing a pick a card, because it's not a personal reading, so it doesn't just apply to one person. So with that being said, there might be mixed messages in here and different messages for different people. I personally pray that the messages come for who need them, right? So you might not need a message from here, so it won't resonate. It's for the people who need it. So use your intuition. If something's not resonating or it's just you're not feeling it, then you can try picking a different pal or finding a different video. But I don't know who's going to pick what pal and pick what. So I try to be objective as possible. So again, that's the importance of you using your intuition, because you'll know what applies to you and what doesn't. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing to tell you. I think I covered it all as far as disclaimers go. Thank you for clicking this video and watching it and supporting me and my purpose and my path, because I do feel really good doing these and being able to send out love and positivity and healing to people. Like, I love that shit. I love that feeling. Can't be beat, can't be topped. So thank you for supporting me in that. Okay, let's get into it. And I'll be using all of these decks in each pile, each reading. But I just wanted to set them up here for you to choose and do it a little different. You can literally pick a pile or pick a deck. So that'll be fun. And then here's the tarot of Little Prince, tarot cards I'll be using. So, see how I be getting off on tangents. Anyways, so the Oracle decks more so provide answers to specific questions. It's just like a little lesson in the cards. So tarot tells the story, and Oracle would give you like more so like guidance, advice, answers, things like that. Okay, so that's why usually when I do big readings like this, like pick a cards, I try to use both tarot and oracle decks so we can get a mix of both, right? So oracles are usually like messages and just insight and information, right? And tarot is the story itself. So imagine like the oracle being like the fan community, or the fan base, right, where the information is based off of whatever the story is. Does that make sense? Okay. Anyways, so as far as the options that we have here, I hate this lighting, but I know it's not that bad, so I'm not gonna touch it. Okay. First pile right here, we have the music oracle, and the stone we have for this is rainbow fluorite. I know it looks like amethyst, but it's rainbow fluorite. Okay, and then and this is the music oracle. The second pile we have is wisdom, this deck right here, wisdom of the oracle. And this isn't a stone, but it's just like this little angel thing that was passed down to me, which was passed down to someone else, and someone else gave it to me. So it's pretty cool. It's really cute. It's like just like this tiny little angel, like a little good luck charm. And pile 3 is this selenite palm stone, and this is the dark mirror oracle. And again, I will be using all of these decks in each reading. So, and then lastly, this tarot is the Everyday Witch Tarot mini version, and this is a pyrite stone that is carved into an elephant. Pretty fucking cool. Okay, so those are the options. Please take your time and pick. Because of the topic today, you can pick more than one pile because it's what makes you special. So you might get messages from each and every pile or more than one, so feel free to do that. And we're gonna get into it. Okay, pile 1. If you picked this rainbow fluorite stone, then you are in the right motherfucking place then. I need it. Let me stop. Let me turn on my best behavior. Worst motherfucker never loved this team. Worst behavior. No. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is start by pulling tarot. And the question is, Spirit, what makes pile 1 special? What makes him special? And by the way, I just want to say that you are special, period. We're just getting specific qualities, okay? Moving on. What makes pile 1 special, Spirit? That was fast. So first we got strength. And the strength card is Leo energy, I believe. So what makes pile 1 special? We got the Hierophant. Okay, very interesting. Right off the bat, we got 2 major arcana. Okay, let's get one more. What makes pile 1 special? What makes pile 1 special, Spirit? And we got the Sun. Holy shit. The Sun. which is, as far as planets go, Leo energy. Interesting. And bottom deck, King of Wands. You guys are pretty fucking cool. Just meaning like you guys are definitely fiery. I feel like you're a Leo. If we're gonna be 110% honest. But the King of Wands is mutable fire, so Sagittarius energy. You could be a Sagittarius, but I'm definitely getting fire signs here. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, or Taurus. Sorry, I don't know why I say energy after everything. But Taurian energy. So we have Leo, Taurus, Leo again, and Sagittarius energy. Interesting. Okay. Let's pull. Let's get a music oracle for you, Spirit. What makes Pile 1 special? Ooh, we got Hildegard von Bingen. Interesting. Very interesting. With this Sagittarius here and all of this Leo energy, you probably are, but with all of this fire, period, you're probably pretty spiritual. Bottom deck, we have Cher. Yes, I'm definitely getting legend vibes from you guys. Superstar vibes. Okay. One from this oracle, Spirit. What makes Power 1 special? What makes Power 1 special? The people that pick Power 1. We have time for a nap. And these colors are still giving me like fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Bottom deck with that we have Imagine. And I'm being drawn to the way that there's this man, this moon is here on both of them. Interesting. So again, you're probably very intuitive, very spiritual. Or at least if you haven't like started tapping into that, there is very high potential for that here. Okay, and let's go from this here deck. Spirit, what makes Pal 1 special? What makes Pal 1 special? We have Revenge. And by the way, another disclaimer, this is called the Dark Mirror Oracle, so the themes are going to be pretty dark on it. But do not fret, this is a positive reading. I'll take this one. We have Artificial Heart. And let's get one more. Envious Gluttony. Yeah, man. I'm getting heavy fucking Leo energy here. Please let me know if you're a Leo. I would love to know if you are a Leo or a fire sign. And then bottom deck we have Hiding Your True Self. Okay. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, like I said, strong Leo energy here. But with this strength and this Hierophant in the sun, let's start with the tarot. So this strength card, I feel like you are very strong, obviously the strength card. But beyond being strong, I feel like, how do I say it? Like you make people feel safe. Like people can come to you when they don't know where else to go, and that goes into this Hierophant card, and we'll get into that. But it's like you when a person is struggling with something that's very hard for them, and or something that they don't have understanding of, or maybe even something that like when something happens really hard, right? So like maybe like a friend gets cheated on, or a family member dies, or something like big and serious like that. People feel safe coming to you, and being around you makes them feel stronger, and it makes them feel safer, and it makes them feel like they have a place, like they have a home. And you make people feel understood. And with this Hierophant card here, the Hierophant talks about structure and order, but specifically talks about like a teacher, someone who teaches people, and is like a mentor. So I get the feeling that, again, you're very spiritual and you're very intuitive, and people tend to drift towards you when they need understanding, when they need clarity on something, when things don't make sense, and it's not always you just giving them literal advice. It is literally like being in your company and being around you makes people feel understood. It gives them clarity, right? Just being in your presence gives people clarity. And so I get the feeling that you're very smart, and that a lot of people look up to you. And with the Sun card here, you're like a ray of, you're like not just a fucking ray of sunshine. You're like the sun. Like, you bring so much light into people's lives, and it's like it's not even like anything that you do specifically. It is almost like just your presence kind of just clears the darkness away for people. You just provide light for people, and positivity and clarity by just being you. It is nothing that you do specifically. It is just who you are and who you embody. Like, you outwardly shine. And so people tend to drift towards you. Now, if you get the feeling that the people that come into your life are like people who are envious, if you feel like the people that come into your life are people who are just like not in good places, basically, like they're in dark places, right? Like, they could be seeking revenge, or they could be, not being their authentic selves, with this hiding your true self down here, bottom deck. People who are really in their ego, really in their shadow selves, right? And if you feel like you constantly come into contact with people like that, it's because who you are, your light and your healing capabilities, and the clarity that you're able to provide people, it is like they drift towards you. And it's not that you are drawing in terrible people, but it's your light shines so bright that the darkness wants to do nothing but seek it. And when I say darkness, I don't mean like evil or bad or anything like that, but just like your shadow self, right? Like the ego, especially with the sun here. People who are really in their ego come to you. So that could even be your purpose, right? Helping people gain clarity on things. You could even be like a life coach, or a mentor, or something along those lines. But yeah, man, you're like you make people so happy, but you make people feel so understood. Like it's kind of like when someone is not in the best place, or they're not doing too good. It's like they know that they can come to you, and they don't even have to say anything. You guys can just sit there and just be, and exist, and just them being in your presence just runs that darkness away, and it clears it for them. It clears like that darkness and the cloudiness that maybe they can't see, and you just provide clarity for them just by being in your presence, which is pretty fucking cool, if I do say so myself. People feel like they can be vulnerable around you, because they know that you're not like a judgmental person. You Now, with that being said, not being judgmental, you definitely don't sugarcoat shit, you know? Like, if someone wants honesty and someone wants truth, they know they can come to you. But they know that that honesty and truth is coming from a place of purity. Like, the intentions there are pure, right? And it's like, it's even people that you don't know. It's just like people will just feel very safe around you. Like, you're very familiar for people. Like, they feel comfortable. They feel okay with being open and being vulnerable around you. And they can trust that by exposing their vulnerabilities, you're not going to take that and use it against them, you know? It's like, it's kind of like the cool aunt. Like, when a kid knows that they can't go to their parents and tell their parents something, they know that there's this aunt here who won't judge them, but she will tell them like it is, right? Like, if they're doing something wrong or that they shouldn't be, she will tell them. But it's like, they, like, you know, the cool aunt. Like, you trust being around them, and you trust their advice, and they're just so cool. Like, I just keep saying cool, cool, cool. But they're so awesome, and they're so loving, and their love is unconditional, which is all the more better, right? It's just a great feeling, okay? I could keep going on and keep ranting and keep hyping you up, which I love doing. But yeah, you're very cool, and you're very authentic, and you're very wise. Okay. With this Hildegard von Bingen, it says, become like a feather on the breath of God. Gain wisdom through the study of the unknown. The soul is not in the body is in the soul. Honestly, none of that really makes sense to me, but I feel like this card is going into your otherworldly presence, if you will, because this looks like a giant sun around her. I feel like you're very spiritual, but it's like, it's not anything that you do specifically. It's just literally who you are. Like, your purpose, your energy, your vibes, like, what you send out is grace and authenticity. And I'm like, it's hard for me to even find the words, but structure, order, importance, like just look at this woman. She's just like, she is who she is. She understands her purpose, but it's like, even if she didn't understand it, it's just who she is, right? She is clarity. She is knowledge. She is understanding. She is happiness and grace and peace and sunshine, but not sunshine in like a lighthearted kid kind of way. It is just who she embodies. Let's leave it like that. The soul is not in the body is in the soul. So yeah, again, this is giving me the feeling that it's not anything that you do specifically, but it is just literally who you are. You embody spirituality. But you embody spirituality. You embody grace and understanding. Clarity is really big here, really big for you. And I say that because, you know, some people, intuition is their thing, and we all have intuition, but you know, some people are gifted intuitively. Some people are gifted in being able to see perspective, right? Like, we all have different gifts, different things that we excel in, and what you excel in is clarity, amongst other things, obviously, but I just really get the vibe that you can really clear the fog from over something or from over someone just by your stare alone, just by your look alone. It's just like, you know. Okay, so this time for a nap card. Again, look at this. Look how this fox is on this. Is just laying, chilling on this moon, right? Like, it's the same thing. People feel comfortable coming to you, right? Like, we're the most vulnerable when we're asleep, right? We can't control anything. We can't, you know, like, we're vulnerable when we're asleep, right? So where we sleep, we want to feel safe at. We want to feel comfortable with where we're sleeping. And so people really feel safe and really feel comfortable around you, and they feel like they can be vulnerable and open around you. They don't have to be anything other than who they are, and they don't have to do anything besides just be, you know? And so people like come to you when they need a break, if that makes sense. Like when shit gets heavy and the fog is too much, they can come to you and know that they're safe enough to heal, safe enough to get clarity. Like, you know, you don't want to go somewhere and sleep somewhere that you don't feel like you're safe. You're not going to sleep well, right? So I just get the feeling that people really, really trust you, and they trust your insight and your wisdom and your presence, and people really enjoy being around you. You provide a lot of warmth for people, tons of warmth. Okay, with this revenge card here, another thing that makes you special is I feel like you're ready to go to war for people. Like if someone comes to you and they're like, so and so did me wrong, they're like, come on sis, let's go. Where are we going? What are we doing? How does this need to happen? Like you're ready to go for bat for people, even people that you don't even know that well. Like it's like you're just like, what needs to happen? Let's go. Like I am the angel of death. Let me fight your battles for you. Like I'm strong enough to do it. You don't worry about being strong. You just lay here and you take your nap and let me take care of it. I got it, girl. I love this. Yeah, so what makes you special? A lot of shit. But also you're like ride or die. Awesome. So with this artificial heart here, again, I feel like people feel like they can be comfortable around you. They can be wholly themselves, right? They can, if they are broken and is on robot mode or whatever the case may be, they know that they can come to you and come around you and be just be themselves, whoever they are. They don't have to fake. If they are like a vengeful, envious, like fake person, they can be wholly that around you and feel comfortable doing it. Like they don't, it's like whoever they are at their core, whatever they're going through, they don't have to change to be around you. They can just wholly be themselves in the space that they are. You provide a lot of presence for people. Like when they're around you, it's like a groundedness. It's like a presence. Like they're here in the present. They're not in the future, like who they could be, who they should be. They're not in the past, like who they used to be. They are who they are around you, and you provide a lot of authenticity for people. Also, you might have a nose ring, because this woman in this card, I'm drawn to the nose ring that she has. So you might have a nose ring, but yeah, people just feel like they can be their true, authentic selves around you. And the reason why that makes you special is because that is very rare in this world that we live in, you know? People are taught to always be your best, or to not to be in this terrible place. You know, when you're in a dark place and you're not feeling too good, it's best to just, you know, isolate yourself so you don't put that other energy on people and yada, yada, yada. And with that being, yes, some of that is true, but where do those people go when they are in that space? How do they, where are their friends and the people, where is the love for them when they're in that space? And I feel like you're one of those people who provides unconditional love. Like you don't have to be all good and all perfect and always working on yourself to be able to be in my presence and be around me. Just be you. With this envious gluttony, I do feel like people are probably, you probably have a lot of haters, a lot of people who are envious, but it's almost like they don't even know why they're jealous. They just are. Like, and again, it's because it's who you are. It's not anything that you're doing or anything like that. It is literally just who you are. It is your energy. It is your presence. It is you, you know? And so people like find themselves hating, and they're like, I don't, like, why, what am I even hating on? Oh yeah, I'm hating on everything. Because she's fucking awesome, or he's fucking amazing. Like, so yeah, you probably do have envious people around you. But with this envious gluttony, this is gonna sound weird, but I feel like you also make people feel okay with their jealousy. Like it's like that's a part of fucking life. Like people get jealous, you know. That doesn't make you this horrible, terrible, bad person. It does based off of how if you act out of jealousy and act out of envy and you know, then that's another thing in and of itself. But it's like if you're jealous, okay, cool. I don't know what you want me to do about it. If you're not going to do anything about it, then like stop being pressed about it, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, that's like your thing. It is what it is. Interesting. Very cool. And then bottom deck here we have the King of Wands. So again, this is Sagittarius energy, but again, I feel like you are very fiery and passionate about if not just spirituality, but about all things that have to do with wands. So spirituality, sexuality, creativity, passion, all of that. You're like, girl, if you want to do something, go fucking do it. If you're jealous, handle it. Take care of it. Do what you need to do. But you're like not a person that just sits and just like waits on shit to happen, you know? You're like very fiery. I get a lot of fire. Honestly, big Leo energy here. Big Leo energy. But yeah, you're a fucking rock star in all the best ways. You just are who you are, and you're very authentic, and you're very loving, and you provide unconditional love for people. And I know that you probably bring in a lot of people who are broken or people who are just not in their best space, but it's not that you're manifesting terrible people in your life or anything like that. It is just that your nature, your warmth draws cold people in. They want to feel that warmth. They want to feel that unconditional love, right? So you're awesome. You're amazing. Super smart. Pretty intuitive. Like you're fucking awesome. I mean, we have Cher bottom deck energy here. So what more do I need to say? How awesome is Cher? How much of a fucking goddess rock star could she be? Like, she's awesome. Okay, you're amazing. Thank you for tuning into this reading. If there is any other type of reading that you would like me to do, definitely let me know. Let me know if this resonated. You don't have to, but if you feel called to, let me know if this resonated. Keep shining. Keep being the fucking rock star that you are. And I love you, and I'm sending lots of good vibes and positive energies your way. And thank you for being a light and warmth and a blessing in this world that we need it. We need it so much. Okay. Anyways, thank you. Bye. Okay. Hello, pal 2. If you picked this gorgeous, beautiful, luxurious, of course it's not gonna focus. Like, why would you focus? Why would that be something that you did? Anyways, it's this little angel there. See, of course now it focuses. This cute little angel. If you pick this, then this is your pile. Sorry, I just want to keep looking at it because it's so cute. And it's so tiny, but it's so intricate. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're tiny and intricate. Okay, let's get into it. First off, I'm going to start by pulling your tarot. So, Spirit. That was fast. We have the wheel, the first card, the wheel. Okay, Spirit, what makes pal 2 so fast? So fast. We have 8 of Wands and 6 of Cups. Bottom deck, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I do want to clarify. These cards, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to use my Everyday Witch Tarot to do that. Okay. So just signs I'm seeing here. I'm seeing Libra. We have Queen of Pentacles down here. So Queens are cardinal and Pentacle is Earth. So cardinal Earth would be Capricorn. So Capricorn energy might be a Capricorn. I think Six of Cups is Scorpio. I think. I'm not positive. I'm probably definitely wrong. But you could be a Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Queen of Swords. Got two queens out here on the table, y'all. Two queens. Okay. Five of Swords. And Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay. Bottom deck here we have Ten of Cups. Ooh. Interesting. Let me change the focus on this. That is going to drive me wild. It's driving me around, make my heart. Make my heart shake, but I can't turn away. Someone is in love with you. Let me just pause. Before I even get into this, someone is in love with you. That has nothing to do with this, but I feel like it does have a lot to do with this. What makes you special? There's probably a person who's really thinking about you right now. Girl or boy, whatever, this gender neutral. Y'all, somebody got you on their mind and they want this Ten of Cups with you, girl. When I say girl, it's gender neutral. Please understand that when I use these terms like girl, boy, king, queen, sis, blah, 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 it has nothing to do with your gender or your sex, okay? It's genderless. It's just a term of endearment. But child, somebody want this Ten of Cups with you. They want the family, the kids, the cat, the picnic. Girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, but that doesn't have to do with this. Okay. Let's pull the music oracle. What makes Pile 2 special? Look how fast these fucking cards are coming out, bro. Somebody, I feel like this is one person who has you in mind. And it's like, let me tell you what makes you special, bitch. We have Hildegard von Bingen, which came out in Pile 1. So you might have messages there. And then Ludwig von Beethoven. And I don't know why they got this man white on this card because Beethoven is black. We're not going to get into that though. We are not. I'm not doing this with you, Ice. I'm not. Interesting. We got two of these hoes came out. So, delicious. Okay, bottom deck, Kendrick Lamar. The black people never come out in this fucking deck, so. And it says Dreamer. This reminds me of, like, not FAFSA, but like DACA recipients. Isn't there a thing like Dreamer? You might be Hispanic. Okay. Moving on. Let's get a card from this. What makes PAL 2 special, Spirit? What makes PAL 2 special? Never-ending story. Bottom deck we have breathe. I just got a spark of energy while doing doing this. Number one, you could be a Gemini or an Aquarius. Two, you're probably very bubbly, like probably a high energy type of person, which was very different from group one. So I'm interested that this Hildegard lady came out, but maybe she got stuck and she was like, surprise, I have more messages. But okay. Anyways, let's get something from this Dark Mirror Oracle. Spirit, what makes PAL 2 special? People that get, damn. A lot, apparently, a lot. What makes PAL 2 special? We have Naked Before the Stars. You probably got a fat ass. I'm trying to be professional for this reading. I promise I am, but it's not my fault. Y'all are, whoever picked this group, y'all are funny. So. Jesus. Y'all, somebody really got you on the brain. There's definitely love on the brain. And calling the storm. There's definitely love on the brain. Look at this. There's definitely love on the brain. What did you do to them? Okay. I cannot make this shit up. Bottom deck, we have obsession. Girl, somebody's watching your social. Oh, they're like, what is she posting now? I just can't get enough. I cannot get enough. Damn. You got somebody pussy whipped. Again, genderless. Wow. I love this. I love it. Okay. Let me be serious. Damn. And just look at this man and this woman here. They're like so serious and they're trying so hard not to look at each other. But she knows she want to look over there. And he know he want to look over there. Oh, shit. Okay. If it doesn't resonate, this probably isn't your pal. But, definitely something going on here. And with the way I had to pull these clarifying cards, like I said, small but intricate. Okay. Let me take a sip of water. Because I don't know why I cannot stop laughing. Oh, you guys are probably very fucking goofy. Like super goofy. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. Y'all need to y'all need to get your shit together, okay? Y'all are so whoever this is, you are so fucking goofy. Stop. Okay. Here we have the first card we have here is the Wheel, and that's clarified by the Queen of Swords. So first off, I want to point out that there's two queens that showed up in this pile, baby. Okay, so whoever you are a king, you are a queen. Like, you really got somebody like, oof, girl. Like, I don't even know, I don't even know what to say. Like, somebody is just like, you are fucking amazing, and this is what makes you special. And this is supposed to be like general, just overall. But I'm really getting heavy energy that there is somebody who is like, this is my Queen of Swords. This is my Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a sexy woman. She is abundance and beauty and like, girl, this is the Beyonce of tarot. Okay? So somebody really sees you as like fucking Beyonce. They're like, what can't you do? Interesting. Okay. Moving on. I'm trying to get out of this person's energy and like out of their perception of you, their perspective. This is overall, okay? So there's going to be messages coming in from both ways, okay? But with this Wheel being here, I feel like, and then with the Eight of Wands as well, and this Six of Cups, okay? Where I'm going to get into each of them individually, but overall, I feel like you are, and that's why I was getting Libra energy, like Justice. I feel like you are a very fair person, or like level-headed person. Like, you have, how do I explain? Like, it's like, you have one foot in spirituality and one foot in practicality. So you get that balance. You're like a very balanced person. And so when people come to you for advice, they know that your advice is going to be like objective and is like just going to read the situation for what it is. Like, hey girl, you know you fucked up. Like, the right thing to do in this situation would be, you know, such and such and such and such. Like, you're a very fair person. With this Queen of Swords here, I feel like you also give people a lot of perspective. Like, again, when they come to you for advice, you know, they're probably like, damn, I didn't even think about it like that. Like, you know, you give people a lot of perspective and a lot of fairness. Like, it's kind of like, it puts me in the mind of like Karma, right? Like, Karma comes in and she don't give a fuck about the past or the future, or oh, that's not true. She gives a fuck about both, but she gives a fuck about both equally, right? It's like a balance, right? Like, this karma is coming in to set things straight, to bring balance upon things. And so I feel like you're a very balanced person. And so when people come to you, they get that balance. You're very fair, and you give people a lot of perspective. With this Queen of Swords here, I also feel like you're very intellectual, very level-headed, like mentally. Like, you're very like you have a lot of intellect. With this Eight of Wands being here, I'm looking at all the way that all of these people are different. Like, all of these people are they have their own thing and their own culture and their own village. They do their own thing, but they can all come to you and like get something. Like, you light people's fires. Like, again, with the fairness and the levelness and the level-headedness that you have, it really just inspires people to move about things in a very logical way. But not only with logic, it's like with passion, with what's the word? Like, for instance, if someone comes to you and they're like, girl, I don't know what to do about this job. Like, I'm done working at Home Depot. I hate smelling the sawdust all the time, and my boss is always trying to hit on me, and I just hate it here. And then you're like, well, girl, long term, you know, what you want to do? Like, is the money worth it? Is it blah, blah, blah? You know, so you really like break things down for people and like give them a different perspective. And they're like, by the end of the conversation, they're like, oh, damn, I didn't even know I wanted to be a psychological therapist. And then all of a sudden they're looking up therapy and they're looking up schools. And so like you ignite you inspire a lot of people. That's the word. You inspire a lot of people to be them, to be their best selves, and to put their hopes and their dreams and their passions first, because the wheel is going to turn no matter what. So you might as well let it be turning while you're doing something that you like doing, you know? And you always want good karma, you know? So don't do things that, don't treat people how you don't want to be treated, right? So like, you're very, very level-headed person. You're probably, with this little thing, this little angel here, maybe you're Catholic, or you were like raised in a church setting, and so but I feel like you're really tied to your faith, which is awesome. But yeah, you definitely inspire a lot of people. With this Six of Cups here, you work well with others, especially people when there's an age gap, right? Like with people older than you specifically, and even like people younger than you, like kids, right? So you probably work really well with kids, and you probably work really well with old people, right? Like you're very balanced. You're like right in the middle, you know? But yeah, you definitely work well with others, and you provide a sense of like calmness for people. Imagine like, because the Six of Cups is a card about nostalgia, right? So imagine like you just remember a time when you and all your cousins were running around on the field of Easter Sunday, going Easter egg hunting, and just remembering the simplicity of that time. Like, that's the feeling that you provide for people. You give them like a calmness of like because you are so like level-headed and just, it's like a sense of calm, you know? It's like people know that your intentions for them are the intentions for all good. It's like, how do I say? And then it's clarified by this Five of Swords though, and this Ace of Wands. So here again, I feel like when a person is like in peril, right? Like something's going on, and like there's like conflict, right? You really come in and you provide inspiration for people. Because the Ace of Wands is a very, very, very inspired card. It is like the card of inspiration, if you will. Like if you just look at all of the things that are coming up out of this smoke, right? So it's like you, when people are in conflict, it's like, this is you. This is the calm one over here, like making sure shit goes well, you know? So you probably work pretty well in stressful situations. But I feel like you're also inspired by conflict. It's like, ooh, like let's get into this. Like what is it? You know? I feel like you're like the person who like when a fight is going down the hallway about to pop off, you like look at your friend, and then you're like, girl, let's go, and like y'all are running over there to see what the fuck is going on. Like that's the energy I get. But yeah, you definitely inspire people, and you try to be very just. It might not always come out like that. Like, I feel like sometimes you might end up in situations that you're like, why the fuck am I even here? Like with this never ending story card. It's like, why am I even in the middle of this? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. But somehow you put yourself into it. I feel like you really enjoy giving people advice, but I feel like you like getting people's business. Like not in a bad way. Like you want to get in there so you can help. Like you like knowing about shit, you know? You don't like being in the dark. And so, but with that being said, sometimes you end up in shit and you're like, fuck, like, why? I should just walk the other way. But yeah, you provide a lot of perspective and inspiration for people. I'm going to read these two cards. This one says, become like a feather on the breath of God, gain wisdom through the study of the unknown. So again, I feel like that ties into you, having a thirst for knowledge, because this Queen of Swords is a very intellectual person, but she definitely has a thirst for knowledge, and she enjoys learning, and she enjoys discovering things and learning new things, and finding out about something that she didn't know about, you know? And then it says the soul is not in the body is in the soul. And then this Beethoven card says, a wrong note is insignificant. Playing without passion, like I said, is inexcusable. Listen, destiny is knocking at your door. Again, with this wheel here, you definitely kind of show people, how do I say? Like destiny, like fate, you know what I mean? it's kind of like you help people understand their fate, because the Eight of Wands is also a card that talks about going after your passions and your goals and your hopes and your dreams. So I feel like you really give people perspective of their purpose, even of their destiny, of their fate. I feel like it's more subconscious though. Like you don't even know you're doing it, but when you give advice, it kind of sets people on a path. Then it says, conduct a symphony in silence. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up that they put that, because I'm pretty sure this man was deaf. Anyways, sorry. But I feel like this conduct a symphony in silence is kind of like a little message for you that you don't always have to give people your vocal advice, if that makes sense, right? Like you don't always have to be heard. Sometimes it's just your presence that sends people along their path. Sometimes it's just who you are yourself being an inspiration to other people. Sometimes it's not meant for you to give people advice. It's more so just being in your company, being around you is what they need. Anyways, we have this never-ending story card here. So again, I feel like you provide people a lot of perspective about the cycles that they're in, and about fate and destiny, right? Like again, like that example with the girl with her job. You didn't even know that you set her on her path to her purpose, but you did. You broke her out of this cycle of doing the same thing and being in the same place, and of just like a never-ending story, like you help people break their cycles of stagnation that they're in, and you give them perspective for things that they don't understand, like a bird's eye view. And again, usually it's like not without you even knowing. You just be going and going, and then next thing you know, this person's expired and they're ready to be a fucking doctor, So that's pretty fucking dope. Okay, this naked before the stars card. I feel like you got a good body. We all have good bodies, so pause for the cause, okay? It's not anything like, any type of specific shape or anything like that, but I do feel like your body specifically, a lot of people are drawn to it, specifically your ass, because this girl, she's thick. But I feel like you also inspire people by being comfortable in your own skin. Even if you feel like you're like, what? No, I'm not. I'm super insecure. They would never know that, because you're comfortable in your own skin. You're naked before the stars. You're like, girl, I am who I am. This body is banging. If you got it, flaunt it. And again, this calling in the storm, this card talks about not being swept up by the storm, but taking it and doing what you need to do with it. So this goes into this wheel and this never-ending story that you tell people you're in charge of your own fate. Like you don't have to sit in a position that you don't want to be in. Call in the storm. You take your power and your passions and the will, into your own hands of your life. If you are in conflict, do something about it, right? Like you really just inspire people to change, and you inspire change in people and growth in people. So that is pretty fucking awesome and pretty fucking cool. And that's all I have. I've been ranting for like 30 minutes. Thank you for letting me read for you. If this resonates with you, I would love to know. You definitely don't have to tell me, but it does inspire me, Miss Inspiration. So you can let me know. But thank you for letting me read for you. And if you have any ideas or anything that, any topics that you would like me to do, like this one was super fun. But if you can think of anything, I'm always looking for new ideas for things to talk about. So again, thanks for letting me read for you. Bye. Okay. Hello. Welcome, Group 3, to your reading. If you picked this selenite palm stone, then you've come to the right place, because this is your reading. Okay, let me get serious. Sorry if you have headphones on. We're going to start by pulling your tarot, and then we're going to pull oracle cards. Let's get into it. Okay. Let me be serious, okay? I promised myself that I was going to be professional for this reading, and so far I have done none of the above. So, let's get into it, Spirit. Group 3, the people that picked Group 3, the selenite stone. What makes them special? What makes, I'm so sorry, Group 3 special? Ooh. We have the Two of Swords. The Six of Wands. And the High Priestess. Whoa. Bottom deck, the Queen of Wands. Ooh, are you an astronomer? Are you into the stars? Do you like studying the stars? I'm being serious, I promise. I promise I am. It doesn't seem like I am, but I'm trying to be serious. Ten of Swords, to clarify the Two of Swords. Three of Wands. Okay. Okay. Five of Wands. To clarify, the High Priestess. Interesting. Bottom deck, we have Six of Wands again. Who are you? Who are you? You're a savage. I do know that. That's for one. That's for one. Okay. Let's pull some oracle cards. You are pretty fucking interesting. Okay, but let's get the oracles. Spirit, what makes Pile 3, the people that picked Pile 3, what makes them special? Ooh, we have John Cage. Ooh, bottom deck, Bjork. Yeah, you're very fucking interesting. I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna put this with this. Yeah, you are something else. And then Prince, come on, y'all. Come on. Who are you? You were really something else. You were really something else. You are, I can't say that enough. You are really something else. I love it. I love it. This Bjork card is giving me Aquarian energy. Queen of Wands. Aries energy. Could be an Aries. Sorry. I just like stopped thinking for a second. There are a lot of wands here. 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands again, and then Queen of Wands. So you definitely could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm getting the signs that the vibes I'm getting from based off of what I see sign-wise. Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, and then I don't know, we'll pull the rest of the cards to see. Pretty big Aquarian energy here though. Pretty big Aquarian energy. Okay, Spirit, what makes Pile 3 special? People that picked Pile 3, what makes them special? Oop, she said, here I am. Never ending story again. Okay, this was in Pile 2. Maybe I'm not shuffling good enough. No, there's no fucking way. You might have messages in Pile 2. Maybe. Get one more. No place like home. Very big Aquarian energy here. Big, big, big Aquarius energy. Big, big, big Aquarius energy. Sorry. Bottom deck, poised. 48. You are really something else, honey. You are really something else. You're like Mr. Cool Guy. Like, ugh, don't bother me. I'm working on my art. Okay, Spirit. Pile 3. People that take Pile 3. What makes me special? I'm just reading that Bjork card, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Pile 3, Spirit. What makes Pile 3 special? Let's take this one. Alone in the world. Yeah. Big Aquarian energy here. You are like a lone wolf. Not that you don't have any friends or anything, but you're just kind of like, I'm my own muse. Who needs a muse? I create my own art. I'm my own muse. We come in this world alone, we die alone. This is cute. This is probably a super artsy group, which is probably why I'm feeling Aquarian energy. Whoa. Then we got Parasite. I know you're not the one that thinks people are leeches. Is that you? Are you like, oh my God, people are such leeches. They just want to use me for my art. They just want to take from me and not give me anything. Oh my God. Let me create a masterpiece out of this paint. Sorry. I promise I'm not making fun of you. I'm not. I'm definitely not. Okay. Bottom deck, we have Calling in the Storm, which was in Pile 2. So there's a lot of overlap here. you guys might be getting, but I did say you can pick more than one group, so that makes sense. Okay, okay. Let's get into it. You guys are gonna hate me. Whoever picked this pal, y'all are gonna fucking hate me. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Right off the bat, you guys are very dramatic people, to say the least. You are pretty artsy, but definitely dramatic. You definitely bring the drama. And me saying that is probably going to make your face is probably screwed up right now. Like, girl, drama. Bitch, what? Okay, that's fine. I'm drama. I am drama. But, all the best people are dramatic. Listen, that's the type of energy you have. And I'm here for it. I love it. Yes, ma'am, with the drama. But you're definitely super artsy. You march to your own beat. Big Aquarian energy here. But big Scorpio energy here, too. You guys are... we're just going to leave it at that. Scorpio energy. Hold on, let me stop laughing, because I feel like whoever picked pal 2 picked this pal as well. And so I'm like, it's like a mix of energy here. Like, there's the goofiness, but then there's like the seriousness of Aquarius and Scorpio. So this is oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's get into it. So, first card here, we have the 2 of Swords. And that's clarified by the 10 of Swords. Let's try to focus this. The 10 of Swords, again, dramatic, and the 3 of Wands. So, I feel like you're the type of person who is like, all of life is a mystery. It's not our job to try to figure it out, but it is our job to create something beautiful from it. Like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not. I swear I'm not. But I'm just really enjoying this Kurt Cobain type drama. Like, not in a disrespectful way, obviously. That's my homeboy. Big ups. Rest in peace. Love you. But you guys are very, very dramatic. Like, big Scorpio energy. If you're an Aquarius or Scorpio, please let me know, okay? But you guys are like, I'd rather walk through this world blind with my mind and my intuition guiding me before I open my eyes and revealed all the disgust and all of the hurt and pain that is in this world. Very, I have been broken and I have been hurt, so therefore I will never love again. Listen, those are the vibes I'm getting. But this is about what makes you special. So let me get off your head and let's get into it, okay? So what makes you special? I feel like you are a super objective person. You were like, here are the hard facts. This is what it is. This is the truth. You don't like it? The fucking door, girl. Like, bye. You're very serious. Like, you probably don't think you are. You're probably like, what? I'm not serious. I know how to have a good time. But you're very serious. With you, as far as like your emotions go, and as far as like how you move through the world, you're very serious. With this 10 of Swords here, with the 3 of Wands, I feel like you've probably been through a lot of horrible, painful endings, but each ending like kind of like brought you closer to your purpose or closer to your passion or your art. Like, if you're an artsy person, like it brought you closer, maybe even in your spirituality. Like, every heartbreak just like opened a new door for you and brought on a new type of victory. Might not have been in love, but a new victory within finding yourself. So I feel like you're very, very resilient, and especially with me seeing this, like this little tiny baby lizard down here. You're super, super, super resilient. Like whatever comes, you're like, there will be a new day. The sun will rise again, and I will get through it. Like you're like, nothing can fucking break me. Like, yeah, it hurts like a bitch, but I'm gonna be the baddest bitch. So whatever, you know, whatever. Each heartbreak, every time someone tries to fuck me up or tear me down, I just get stronger. I just get better. You're super, super resilient. Love it. Awesome. I also feel like you inspire a lot of people too to realize that pain is the fuel of passion, if you will. You're probably a little poetic too, you know? You would never admit it. You probably cringe with me even saying that, but you're probably like, you know, I am a little bit poetic, not gonna lie. But you really inspire people to set their own path and to take that hurt and the things that have happened to them and not let it turn them into terrible people, but instead learn the lesson from that and become better, right? Like learn how to wield that pain and that hurt to create something beautiful. Like take that pain and that hurt and use it to have the sun rise again. Like, come on, resilience. Come on, faith. Come on, passion. Come on, creativity. I'm so sorry. I cannot help it. I'm just like this, okay? And it's a mix between whoever picked pal 2 and who picked this pal. Now I am both. I am a mix. So I'm going to be pissing one of y'all off. Anyways, we have the 6 of Wands here, and the 6 of Wands came up twice. So victory, victory, victory. You're probably super lucky. I'm feeling Sagittarian energy, but big Jupiter energy, like super big expansion, big luck. Like you guys are like trendsetters, if you will. But everything you do is like, is big. Does that make sense? Like everything you do is like, I don't even know how to explain that. That's why these cards that came out are perfect. The Bjork and the Prince, like her says, devour life whole, organize an orgy with the sky and the sea. Optimism is energy. Like you guys are big, big, big. That's why I'm getting big Scorpio, big Aquarius, big Sagittarius. Like everything you do is a big deal. Everything, and it's like you're just like, this is just who I am. I just am this cool. Stop asking me how I do it. This is just me, you know. And then this Prince card says, and then under that we have Grace Jones. Come on, y'all. Come on, art majors. Come on, artsy people. But it says, do what you damn well like, but always do it to the utmost. So yeah, you guys are like larger than life. Like, take life by the horns and like ride that shit. You guys are big people. Like big energy, big success energy. You guys are probably going to be famous. You might already be famous. I know I ain't got no famous people watching me. I might though. I might. Anyways, but you guys are definitely big energy, big success here, big Jupiter energy, big expansion. Like I can't even find words to encapsulate like your, and then this poise card comes up underneath it too. Like that is Bjork and Prince. They are who they are, but they do it with such poise. It's like, whoa, I could never even be you. I'm not even gonna try, dude. Like I could never even embody like who you are. Big superstar energy here. Love it. Okay, so over here we have the High Priestess, okay? And it's clarified by the 5 of Wands. So the High Priestess is intuition. So I feel like you're super intuitive. You probably don't really mess with spirituality that much, or you might just like dabble in it a little, but I feel like you're kind of like I believe that there is something out there that's bigger than us, but I just don't know what it is, and I'm not trying to find out either. Like you're kind of just like I don't know. I can't even think of the words, bro. Like, big energy. I love it. But the High Priestess, you're probably super intuitive, and it probably leads a lot of your art or your spirituality. Like, if you're not into art or spirituality or whatever it is that you're passionate about, this intuition is what drives it. And you probably think that it's like circumstances and things that happen in terrible situations. But a part of that, the reason why you're able to turn around and be so resilient is because You have this sacred knowledge about life and about how it works and about the world. And it's kind of like you just understand that things are what they are. And sometimes they don't have an explanation. Sometimes they don't make sense. But they don't need to make sense to be beautiful. That's what makes them beautiful, the unknown, right? So I feel like you really, really appreciate like the beauty in darkness or the beauty in depth. You appreciate the unknown. And so that's clarified by the Five of Wands here. So I feel like you really don't take no bullshit from people. Like when people come around you and they're like, it's like drama and shit, you immediately have an answer. You don't like sit and dwell in it, right? Like if someone's coming to you advice, you're like, please, like they're going through the whole story. You know how people be telling you stories and it's like they tell you the backstory, they tell you about the parents of the person in the story, and blah, 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 and all this. And you're like, I don't need to know that. Here's your advice. This is what I'm going to tell you. This is what I'm taking from the situation. Because again, you're super, super objective. And so you kind of like really just like cut through the bullshit and are like, if you don't like her, don't be friends with her, period. Like, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. You know, you're very, like, you're like, don't deal with bullshit. Like, petty, unnecessary drama, you're like, no. Come on, y'all. You know how big this fucking life is? You know how big this world is? Why would I sit here and, like, listen to you argue about, like, how you and your sister don't get along? Like, bro, do you understand there's Martians on this planet? Like, oh, that's the energy I'm getting from you guys. You guys are also probably super secretive. Again, Aquarian energy. Yeah, you guys are probably pretty secretive. Even me sitting here trying to be like what's special about you? It's like there's not one thing. Obviously, with everyone, there's not one thing. There's not going to be one thing. But it's like just the way you move in life. Like your objectivity is very rare. Like you don't really let feelings get in the way and and cloud your judgment. You know. Or if you maybe you used to in the past, but maybe like you've learned from that now, and so you're like, oh, I'm gonna put all my feelings into my art. I'm gonna put all my feelings into my spirituality or into this music that I'm listening to or whatever it is that you do. You're like, don't let feelings cloud your judgment because that's how you end up heartbroken. That's how you end up in these terrible cycles, in these terrible endings. In this never-ending story is from letting your feelings get in the way. There's no place like home but within yourself. You are your own home. Don't seek for home in other people. Like that's what I'm getting from you. Those are the vibes I get from you. Okay, so here we have this John Cage card, and it says, "Don't fall in love with your first idea." Again, this attracted to like it's big Scorpio energy. Like Scorpios love, they would never admit it, but they kind of like being hurt because they're like, oof, a journey, oof, a challenge. Yes, ma'am. They would never admit that. But yeah, I feel like you enjoy challenges. You enjoy the growing from them. It says surrender to chance. Again, with this High Priestess, I feel like you have this knowledge that things are much bigger than what they seem and that there's a whole plane out there that we don't understand. And that's the beauty of it, is that we don't understand. And it's like, it's not our job in this life to figure it out, but to embrace it and to accept the unknown. Then it says all great art contains at its center contemplation. So again, this pain is the fuel of passion type energy. And then we have Bjork. I read that already. Big Bjork energy, big Prince energy, big Aquarian energy, big larger than life energy, big superstar energy. Like, you guys are pretty fucking amazing. And if you are not into art right now, you definitely should think about doing something creative. And if you're in this stage of this Ten of Swords, of a hurtful, heartbroken, or like a painful ending, you should definitely find something creative to put it into, because it is definitely going to give you a lot of success and recognition. So, you should go ahead and do that. But, yeah, You guys are really cool. It's probably a little intimidating. Like, people probably see you and they're like, oh my God, she's so cool. I just want to be her friend. And you're like, oh, I don't have friends. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. Like, you're very, like, in your own space, in your own energy. Like this Alone in This World card is like, you are your own success. You are your own muse. You are in control of your own life and of your actions and of your emotions. No one can control your emotions or make you feel something that you don't feel, So what makes you special is you're wholly yourself. You are like a complete individual. I don't even know how to explain that. I literally don't even have the words to explain it. You're just Jupiter. You're big energy, big expansion. Big, that's the word that keeps coming. Big, you're big. All my freaks out there. Yes, that was also a sexual innuendo. And then this Calling in the Song card, bottom deck, like, yeah, you are in charge of your own reality. Like, you just create and manifest and just move throughout the world and throughout life, like, with big success energy. Like, whoa. And then this Parasite card here. I feel like people probably like leech onto you and leech onto your creativity. Like, ooh, let me get some of them creative juices. And you're like, what? I worked for this. You know how much pain I went through to be able to create this piece? Go find your own inspiration. You guys are super cool. But, word of advice, don't become too cool. Like, don't get so far into your ego that you don't see the opportunity that other people can provide, because other people can provide success and recognition for you. You don't have to like do it on your own. You don't have to just be the only person to create your own success. Like, there are people out there who are willing to help you. And with this Knight of Cups behind here, if you have love to offer, give it. Don't be afraid of opening up, okay? Because while there is beauty in darkness, there is also beauty in light, and there is beauty in love and in positivity and in all good things. So yeah, we got the Ten of Pentacles under here and the Queen of Wands in the Hierophant. Yeah, there's a little small message here. There's probably someone that you are super into, and someone that you could even feel like is maybe a soulmate, or someone that you really want success with, and that you really want to offer this love with. But again, this Ten of Swords is kind of like, but I've been so broken in the past, and I've had this feeling, maybe not this strong before, but I've been so sure before about something, and it did not end well. Well, we have Ten of Pentacles under here, so I feel like you definitely want something long-term with whoever this person is, and you definitely like want success with them, but don't close yourself off. That's the message, okay? If you want something, go for it. Same way you go for your art or your spirituality or your passions or what you want to do in this life, go for love the same way, because it'll only open you up more and inspire you more, right? Like, the same way the pain did, the love can do the same thing. Okay? That was a small little message, but come on, Prince. Come on, creativity. Y'all are you don't even need me to tell you what makes you special. Like, you already know. You know you are special. Come on now. Come on. So, anyways, I know that was all over the place. I'm sorry. But thank you for letting me read for you. And if you have any ideas of anything that you want, any type of readings or anything like that you want me to do, feel free to let me know. If this resonated with you, also feel free to let me know about that. Basically, come talk to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, anyways, I love you, and thank you for letting me read this. Okay, deuces. Bye. Okay, pal, for last but certainly not least, if you pick this beautiful pyrite elephant, then this is your reading. Right off the bat, you guys might be like old souls. people are probably like, oh my God, you act like an old woman, or you act like an old man. Okay, let's get into it. First thing I'm going to be doing is pulling your tarot, and then we're going to pull your oracle cards after, or at the same time, and then we're going to read it. So thank you for joining me here. First off, I would like to say that, you old lady, thank you for coming and joining. Again, when I use terms, I said it in one power. I didn't say it for all of them. When I use terms like lady, man, woman, sister, sis, king, queen, girl, ma'am, that is all genderless. There's no such thing as gender, so it doesn't matter also. So I'm not really speaking about any specific sex. I'm just using all of these terms as terms of endearment, and it doesn't matter what your sex is, okay? Okay. Disclaimer. So let's get into it. Pal 4. You guys are cute. Okay. Let's start. Let's shuffle. Spirit, what makes Pal 4 special? The people that pick Pal 4, what makes them special? Whoa, dude. Okay, we have Ace of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Star. Ooh. Bottom deck, we have 9 of Wands. Interesting. With the Star card here, this is Aquarian energy. Ace of Wands, fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Tons of fire in all of these readings. Interesting. And then we have 3 of Cups. Sorry if you have it on headphones. I enjoy noise, okay? Well, that's a lie. I enjoy little noises, like ASMR. Yeah. It's better. Okay, let's see. Pal 4. People that pick Pal 4, Spirit. What makes Pal 4 special? Whoa, we got 3. We have Dolly Parton, Leonard Cohen. I'm going to show you 2 later as well. And Janis Joplin. Okay, Miss Janis. We're going to leave Janis bottom deck. Bottom deck, we have Keith Richards, but we're going to leave Miss Janis bottom deck. Girl, get back in there. But Dolly Parton, oh, okay. Okay, glamour. Okay, glitter. You guys probably like to look really nice. You guys probably accessorize, smell good, look good, titties be sitting. Just kidding. Anyways. Okay, Pal 4. What makes Pal 4 special? What makes Pal 4 special? We have community, 8. Yeah, this definitely goes in with this 3 of Cups. Bottom deck for this, we have TikTok. Don't stop. Okay, and lastly, we're going to go into this Dark Mirror Oracle. And, Spirit, what makes Pal 4 special? Pal 4, the people that pick Pal 4. This wanted to come out. Atonement. Okay. envious gluttony. Yeah, this card looks kind of scary. A little scary, not gonna lie. Okay. That was dramatic. We got downcast pride. So I do feel like you guys are pretty humble people. Definitely humble people. Bottom deck, sacrifice. Oh yeah. We got some martyrs in the house, y'all. I'm gonna be serious. I am being serious. But I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna do better. Watch me. I'm gonna do better for this one. Okay. What makes you special? Bitch, you're a fucking star. Okay? The literal star came out. The literal star card came out. Okay? Some energy, zodiac energies I'm feeling here. Taurus. The star card represents Aquarius, but I'm getting very, very big Taurus energy. Libra. I'm feeling Libra. Maybe Pisces. Okay, so sorry, I went off. I went off somewhere, but the signs that I'm feeling here are Taurus, a little bit of Cancer, tiny little bit Cancer, but definitely Taurus, definitely Libra, a little bit of Cancer, a little bit of Gemini. But we do have a star card here, that's Aquarius, and then Ace of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which I have said. Okay, let's get into it. What makes you special? First card here, we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you get you inspire a lot of people, but you have really good ideas specifically, as far as like creatively, right? Like, you know, when people are working on projects and stuff, you come in and you're like, oh, well, let's do it like this and do it like this and like this and like this. And all of a sudden you have a fucking masterpiece and everyone's like, whoa, how'd you build that volcano? And it's so pretty. Like, you're probably like the kid, probably like the kid who at the science fair had the most inspired and creative project. Even if it was something super plain and unoriginal, you just really like took it and like made it your own, you know? So you have you're very creative. You have a lot of good creative ideas. You are really good at starting projects and starting creative adventures. Like even if you yourself are not like an artsy person and don't do art, but like maybe like your artist friend, you like come over and you're like, what if you put a little something right there? And they're like, whoa, how did you think of that? And you're like, no, I didn't really try. I just am who I am, you know? Oh, Pisces, that's another sign I definitely see here. Big Pisces energy. So big Taurus energy, big Pisces energy, and big Libra energy. And then a little bit of Cancer and Gemini. But with this Three of Cups here, another thing that makes you special is you really know how to have a good time, man. Like, people love partying with you. They love being around you. You're so fun and bubbly, and people have a really good time around you. You make people feel like, ooh, I needed that break, girl. Like, ooh, yes, I needed to go out. I needed that little club sesh, you know? Like, being around you is like a vacation. You're so fun and uplifting and bubbly, and people really enjoy being around you, especially with this community card. You definitely draw people in towards you, and you make people feel like they have a safe space, like a community, right? Like, even if it's just the two of you, it's just like, man, like we're in our own little village here, and it feels so nice, and it's so fun on top of that. And then with this Star card here, you definitely give people a lot of hope. Hope for a better future, hope for love, hope for finding yourself, hope for all types of things. Like, you definitely give people a lot of hope. And you help people see, even if it's just a little bit, you help people see the light in the darkness. Like the end of the tunnel. It might seem so far away, and that light might seem so tiny and so small, but maybe before you came along, they didn't even see it. And you're like, look right there, there's a whole star. And they're like, what? I didn't even see that. Man, you're awesome. You're amazing. So you give people a lot of hope, and you have like your ideas are chef's kiss, magnificent. And you're really fun. People enjoy being around you. You are like, not so much the life of the party. I don't get the vibes that you're like a larger than life type of person. Like, you come into the party and everyone is like, but it's like even in small groups, right? Like, people just enjoy you. You give people like it's like fun. Like, they enjoy being in your presence, and they enjoy being around you. And you're awesome, man. You're awesome. Okay. This Dolly Parton card, again, I feel like when you dress up, you really dress up. Like, you accessorize, you do it big, girl. You're gorgeous. Again, gender neutral. You are gorgeous, y'all. Yeah. With this teacup here, you might even like tea. With this clock here, you probably, I'm getting real big Piscean energy, especially with this Dolly Parton card. You're probably like never on time. Probably like never on time. You're probably like a super peaceful ass bitch, and you're also probably like super gorgeous and enjoy like taking care of yourself. But you can also walk around looking like Leonard Cohen, right? Like, you really can switch it up, right? You're like, who do you want me to be? You want me to be Dolly Parton? Do you want me to be cute or homeless today? Not that he's homeless, but you know what I mean. Like, you can really switch it up. You're very versatile. But this card says, the higher the hills, the closer to heaven. So I do feel like you're one of those people who is like, love is the light of life, right? Like all you need is love, you know? You guys are so sweet. And then it says, caution will get you nowhere. So again, you're like life of the party. Like you're like, just be kind, just be nice, and all things will fall into place. You're very considerate. Yeah, that's the word. Have a lot of compassion, compassionate. But I'm just looking at the way she's looking at this card, and she almost seems like she's struggling to smile. So maybe you put on a brave face, even when you're not feeling it. Like you still smile and are the light, even when you're not feeling it so hot on the inside. It says the most precious diamonds are sometimes disguised as rhinestones. So again, I don't feel like you're like, I'm not getting like Leo energy, like you walk in and everyone is just like, look at that Leo. I feel like it's more of like a subtle grace. It's more of like when people get to know you, they're like, man, you're pretty fucking awesome. You're pretty fucking amazing. And you're beautiful on the inside and the outside. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And this Leonard Cohen card, it says, when it comes to art, all that matters is telling your story well. So again, with this community card, I feel like you make people feel safe around you with being themselves and who they are. And you help people see the beauty in authenticity and in originality. It says, travel lightly through the darkness. Again, with this star card, it's like, even if you have to go through the darkness, there's always hope. There's always some kind of light there to be had, right? Like you don't have to be dark with the darkness. You can be the light in the darkness. It says, learn to live in the intervals between events. So again, with these little clocks here, I feel like you're not really like a person who's like on 3D time. You're like, you just be doing your own thing, and then next thing you know, it's been like 8 hours, and you're like, holy fuck, where did the time go? And with this Nine of Wands, I feel like you're probably in situations a lot where you're the victim, and that makes sense with this atonement card. You're probably in situations a lot where you end up being the victim, but you're always brave through it, and are strong, and you always see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're a very optimistic person. That's the word. Super optimistic. Optimistic to the point where it probably annoys certain people. People who aren't as optimistic. People who are like, oh my God, everything is not all fucking sunshines and unicorns. And then this Janis Joplin card, it says, evolve, but don't compromise. You're all you've got. So again, it is this beauty and authenticity. It is not telling you don't ever grow, always be the same, always be stagnant, but it's just saying when you grow, when you go through the darkness, travel lightly, you know? The power of love must replace the love of power. Again, with this, all you need is a love type of vibes. Like, you guys are probably like what one would call a hippie, but not to the extreme point. I doubt that you dress like a hippie or anything like that, but you have very hippie vibes as far as like your mentality goes. You are far greater than the sum of your fears. Again, hippie vibes. You guys are cute, super cute. Okay, this 31, this atonement, again, I feel like you take being stabbed in the back. You travel through the darkness lightly. You're like, if I have to be the person that gets hurt for this person to learn their lesson, I'm willing to do it. Like big martyr vibes here. Again, Piscean energy. You are willing to take the brunt of it if it means that someone else won't have to. You are willing to sacrifice yourself for the good of all, essentially. Man, that's deep. That's pretty fucking rare, you know? We live in a pretty selfish world, so to be able to do that, you should be really proud of yourself. Really proud. With this community card, I know I talked about it a little bit, and the number 8 might be significant to you, but you really make people feel like they belong, like they have a place to, like they belong, you know? It's like a community of weirdos. Like, hey, we're all different. Some of us are birds, some of us are giraffes, some of us are lizards, but we all belong. We're all one and the same at the end of the day. Aww. Okay, with this envious gluttony card, again, similar to Pile 1, you probably have a lot of people that are envious of you, but I don't feel like it's just jealousy. I feel like people just sometimes really subconsciously just send bad vibes, like negative energy your way. And it's like they don't even know that they're doing it, but it's kind of like they just want to snuff that light out. Like, not in like a horrible, terrible, like evil way, but it's almost like you are too happy. You are, everything cannot be this good. There is something that's going to get you down. I'm going to figure out what it is. Or not even that, but just like, or like, not that they're going to figure out what it is, but that's like their mindset, you know? And subconsciously, it's just sending bad vibes your way. It's sending negativity towards you, because these people are like, you can't be all positive. You can't be all sunshine and rainbows. Like, get sad. Be sad. Like, that's the energy that I get from that card and from people. But then even with that, you're like, I will take your envy, and I will take your envious gluttony, and I will take that pain if it means that you'll heal from it. If it means that being in my presence will show you that love is real, and that there's a better way of thinking about this. Like, your big martyr energy. And with downcast pride and this Dolly Parton and this Janis Joplin card, again, I feel like, and we literally have the sacrifice card bottom deck here. I feel like you are a martyr, and you are very humble. Like, you're super humble. And not in the ways where like you lower your light for other people, right? Because Dolly Parton is larger than life, right? The higher the hills, the closer to heaven, right? Like, she is an eye catcher. She doesn't like dull her light or herself, but she is humble about it, right? She just realized, I'm not the only beautiful person out here. I'm not the only humble, loving person out here, but I do acknowledge that that there's not that many people out here like that. It's like a humility, and that there is something greater than you. A humility that there is lessons that you still need to learn, even though people think that you're like this perfect, always happy, always looking good, always smiling, always bubbly person. You're like, I have my own shit, you know? I got my own struggles and dramas. The only difference is I don't allow that darkness to consume me. I don't allow that darkness to lead my decisions, right? Like, I always see that star. I always see that hope, that light at the end of the tunnel. Cute. You guys are super cute. And again, look, we literally have the TikTok card here. So yeah, you guys are probably not very punctual. Probably like late all the time. You're like, you probably are always like, the time just slipped past me. I don't know what happened. Yeah. I feel like you're like, time is not on my side. Cool. Okay. That's all I got for you, Pal 4. Thank you for tuning into this reading, lovely, beautiful, gorgeous sweethearts. And just know that the amount of love and of positivity and of optimism that you are bringing out, the universe is bringing that back to you. So trust. But a word of warning, do not lose yourself or lose your light in hopes of helping someone keep theirs, because you can't help anyone if you don't help yourself first. So remember that. And again, thank you for tuning into this. Thank you for letting me read for this. I love you. And if you have any suggestions or any other readings that you want me to do, I'm definitely open to hearing them, and send them my way. And let me know if this resonated. If you feel like it, you don't have to, but if it really just really hit you and resonated with you, then let me know. Okay, thank you. Bye.